Hello and welcome back to Thea the Awakening. Let's get into the game and get started. Let's load up the correct profile. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Let me get Thea back up and running. There we go. We're starting out with a lot of drop frames. Hopefully that evens out pretty quickly. Alright, let's see. Let's get situated, up to speed with where we were. Let's see. We are constructing a pasture. And then we'll get back to work on our swords. Okay. Expedition 1 just made it to the Moonstone. So let's begin collecting. Priority Moonstone. Now we just need a 3 right there. Next up, I don't need any more clay, so you can do seaweed, you can do shrooms, and that should be good. Expedition 2 is collecting dragon leather, I believe. Yes, they are. And some nuts. Lots of nuts. Can't get enough nuts. Okay. So, we begin with a lot of skipping turns. And a fight. Unliving spider. Should be no problem. This is our main combat group. Let's see, start out with a hammer. Oh yeah, he's gonna kill that guy, no problem. We can counter offense. And while we're at it, let's do a counter tic tac. So, 58 damage. This one is going to take 33 to die. That leaves us with 25 left over. So, this guy has 7 life left after that. Not anymore. And then just clean up from there on. Easy peasy. Lots of spider silk, I love. I really don't need these axes anymore. I don't really need any gear except trinkets and jewelry at this point. Let's see, what do we got going on? Okay. Back to skipping. And the pasture has been completed, so let's put her on that sword. Only takes 1 turn, that's great. She's close to being able to guarantee no bad quality gear, which I love. Speaking of which, what kind of... So she has the 5 craft. Okay, we can't really give her anything better than that. There's a chance that she can craft a good quality one, which would bump that up to a 6. Not really worth attempting to get right now at this point. So 23 days, 14 days. So they're going to finish before Expedition 1. Sword is done. I don't remember who that sword was for, unfortunately. Nobody in this group. So it must have been for Expedition 2, I'm going to guess. So we're pretty good gear-wise. I'm guessing I need to start researching axes at this point. Let's see, I also need diamond. What's more important? Diamond I really only am going to use for the heavy armor, which I haven't even researched yet, so that's not even a priority. Let's start making some better axes. So given that, we have one-handed axe in our home group. And if we look at our 2 expeditions, we have two one-handed axes total thus far. 3. So we need 3, and that one-handed sword's obviously for her. Alright, let's build 3 one-handed axes then. Start with some coal. What's an all moonstone axe like? 24 damage, 3 magic. Interesting. And if I do all mithril, 20 with perception. What if I do some ancient wood? There we go. That's what I want to see. 19 damage and 7 poison. So we have a base 26 damage. And can go up to 33 damage just from a one-handed axe. That's beautiful. And I should have, I have the materials I need to make 3 of them. Perfect. Move that up, make it 3. Put her to work. Awesome.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows, a lapiduk, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Velez, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
Great. Leave him to his task.
Thanks to the lapiduk, your people sleep well this night, and they feel strengthened the next morning.
And because of our tree of blessing, these are permanent.
The night is quiet and calm, but suddenly the ground shakes beneath your feet without any warning. You feel the grumbling of the earth, and you fear Mokosh's wrath is upon you. but this tremor feels somehow different, less natural.
It's a 2-skull physical challenge. We're just going to
There is a
auto-resolve.
series of distant thuds and groans, then several short yet violent rhythmic shakes. Then, slowly, the sounds and the tremors move away.
And we gained somebody. And it's a warrior. Perfect. And we finished the first axe. So first for Slava, you get this axe. Oh, it had a 2% chance of being bad quality. That's a shitty roll. Oh well, it's still an improvement. But now I'm going to say produce yet another. I don't want that bad quality in the end. Now for our new warrior that joined us, she has a 2-handed axe that is bad quality. She does not have base attractiveness, so instead she's going to get this poison axe. Then again, since I only have the attractive armor, oh, it's too heavy for, wait, that's the bad quality one. Yeah, there. Now she suddenly has 7 attractiveness. Do I want to give her a basket? Why not? It doesn't hurt. Okay, she's geared up. Our base now has 8 people. Expedition 1 has 10, and 2 has 8. So I guess she can stay there, help protect the village. And back to skipping turns. That's right, we didn't put her to work. That's not the village. That's the village. In the meantime, just throw her on there. Okay. Now, hopefully this was actually a normal, if not good quality axe. It was normal. Good. We'll replace our bad quality one and then get rid of it. Get a refund on our materials, because that was a very unfortunate roll with a 2% chance. And that one can go. Awesome. So she finished with the axes. I now have a research point. Can I get 2-handed axes? I cannot. They require 2 points. Noted. So I need to produce something else in the meantime to continue gaining research. What do I have in large quantities? I have iron, leather. That's about it. So let's see what we can do with those to scum out some research points. Iron and leather. Iron and leather. One-handed swords. And I don't care about the quality, so we'll just use wood. Where's my iron? Did I miss it? Yes, it did. So that would give us 3 research points. Not a lot. Kinda crappy. But we have an abundance of dark wood as well. Does that change it? Oh, it's 4 points. Yes. And then if I do iron, 5 points. Even better. That's what we'll go with. And we're just going to make a crap ton of these. And try to maximize our research. Alright, we have 17 turns and 8 turns left. There's our second research point. Let's go ahead and grab our two-handed axes. And because of that, we need how many? Two in our home. None for Expedition 1. So 3 total. I need 3 total two-handed axes. Let's see what we can do. Getting really low on the moonstone. I won't be able to do 3 of those. So if we start with just a straight mithril axe, what does that give us? We'll want to use coal for this. That's a 37 damage axe. That's not bad. But I know we can do better than that. If we did ancient wood, there we go. 44 base damage with the potential to do 54 damage if they're wounded. That's awesome. We'll go with that. Bring you to the top. I want 3 of you. Here we go. Skip some more turns. First axe is done. Where's my warrior that had it? There we go. Major upgrade in damage. Second one is done. There you go. So 3 more turns and then Expedition 2 will return home. And nighttime's approaching, so the monsters will start attacking. Expedition 2 is ready to come home. How is Expedition 1 doing? They have, takes 4 turns to get home, so they have 4 more that they can skip. Alright, let's drop this off. We need more wood. Oops, wrong wood. More wood. And more food. There are 8 of them, so 240 should be enough. Yeah. Now, what do I need them to collect? I guess more mithril. And they just have a couple more turns left to skip. Let's do 1 more and then just go ahead and return home.
The air becomes thick and stuffy, and a chilling silence befalls the land. Then a hungry grumble tears across the land, and the sky is torn by a white flash of Perron's fury. A thundering storm cuts through the skies, and your village is in its path.
Brace ourselves.
The storm rages for hours on end. Thunder strikes from the heavens, bringing destruction and fear. Trees fall before your eyes, stones fly as the angry winds blast into every corner of the land. Fires break out where the angry hand of Perron hits hardest. As your people try to stay safe, some inevitably fall prey to small injuries.
Stay in cover.
The storm is nearly over, but the last few angry thrusts seem more vicious than ever. One of the people, terrified and confused by the chaos, runs out into the open and finds shelter under a tree.
So with events like this, if you let the person be, they'll most likely die. And if they don't, they'll at least take a lot of wounds. If you run after them, you'll take a couple more wounds on 2 people, but you also save that person and you have a chance of gaining permanent stat boosts. So I'm going to run after him.
You run after the fool and try to take them back to a safer place, but a thunder strikes the tree they were hiding under. You both receive some burns, but you see the tree fall where your friend stood just seconds ago.
So yeah, we took some more wounds, but we gained a permanent +2 to our will on these two characters. And somebody is bleeding out. Our medic. Not cool. So the way this mechanic works is you take the number of wounds divided by the total health that the character has, and that's your base chance to die, essentially. If you were at 0, then you would have a 30% chance, because you would have a total of 10 wounds divided by 10 health is 1. Without any medic or any skill like that, you have a 70% chance of surviving, so it's a 30% chance to die. If you still have health left over, that 30% decreases, and then after that calculation, you subtract the medic skill, and each point of medic skill is 1%. So essentially, if you can ever get up to a 30 skill medic, you're invincible. You cannot die. Alright, we just have to flip the coin and hope our medic survives. Which he does. And he's fully healed. And that's because we have our herbalist hut. Expedition 1 should be ready to come home, and they are. And yep, it takes 4 days to get back. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Well, they missed a turn. Let's see. Yeah. Is there anything here? There's wicker. Might as well. That's more than enough. We got 2 research points. I want to research diamond in preparation for heavy armor. Please be near me. Well, that's not too far. That's acceptable. It's unfortunate that it's next to this graveyard. It's got some pretty tough undead. I'm probably gonna have to send Expedition 1 to take care of that. Okay. Break camp. Continue heading home.
You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead.
So for this event, you can run away, you'll avoid it, and you'll just get like 1 or 2 experience. If you try to go around it, you're going to be caught up by some Villet, which are these like wind spirits, and it usually leads to a combat. If you have enough magic skill, you'll get a new option, which is to counter it.
You try to step aside carefully, but you soon realize this is not a natural storm. You see several winged creatures charging you from the skies.
And so now I have a 4 skull fight, which we should be fine. It's Expedition 1. That's our main combat party. And our 2 big hammers are in there. That makes me happy. Our spears in our tactical hand, which is fine. I'll kill that, and then big hammer. Oh yeah, he kills those 2 like it was nothing. That's kind of a joke. Go ahead and counter offense. Sweet. And then the next hammer, which got confused. That's unfortunate, but okay. We can counter tic-tac. We've seen 3 Villet. I don't remember if there were 4 or not. Let's find out. Yep. That one's another one. So there were 4. Okay, so our hammer kills these 2. They don't get a turn. So we need to do 7 damage to kill that one, which anyone can do. We need to do 13 to kill that one, and then clean up.
You defeated the Villi. The storm dies down and the skies clear again.
So I need no weapons or armor that drop anymore. I will keep artifacts, trinkets, and jewelry. Except this. I don't really... If it had an additional stat, I would use it, but just getting piercing in physical and sickness challenges isn't enough. So that's going to get dismantled. This I'll keep. I will put it on my medic. So that artifact alone makes it worth it. Oh, that's right, we don't have a medic in our main group. That's dangerous. Folklore and Feint. Yeah, let's replace that. Who else has got folklore that needs equipment? You don't. And you don't. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we put it on. I'll throw it on the bandit. And then camp, gather mithril. Drop off all of our moonstone and miscellaneous items. And the 2 children we collected. Okay, I need to restock my wood. Need more food. And since I am going to be trying to clear out that graveyard, I want to maximize the food benefit for the bonuses, because that fight is pretty tough. I've already encountered it and ran away because I could not take it on before, but that was before we had our endgame gear starting to pile up. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 4 more. So that's 7. Eight. And in fact, we're going to take it just a little bit more than that. We'll take 150 of the regular stuff. So what did I say? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more. Whatever, I'm only going to need them for that fight. So I'll take all those and just not activate them until we get there. And that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Perfect. They cannot move, so we will just skip for now. And now, head towards this graveyard. Now that the sun's coming back up, monsters will no longer hunt me. Anything here? There's some exotic fruit. Let's gather that up. I guess I was wrong. Malicious spiders hunted me. No longer need that armor. camp. Get to right here. Let's hunt the spiders, which is an auto resolve because it's simple. Now get here. We can still move there, so this is the point where you want to enable everything to get those bonuses. That way we have as much strength as we can to clear this out. I could do a tactics challenge, but my guys aren't very skilled at that, so I'm just going to fight them. 11 undead against my 10. So they have a slight numbers advantage, but that's okay. We'll send out hammers. Alright, she kills that one, only wounds that one. We could poke it and guarantee the kill. My counter offenses will... This one will work against the skeleton, this one will not work. So I think instead of poking that guy, I'm going to send out my second hammer and counter offense one of the skeletons. I'm going to maximize the damage from that hammer and then send out our best warrior. Okay. We'll poke that guy. That's fine. Send out our best shield, then this guy. And then we'll just get closer with these two. No problem. Don't need that shield anymore. And no more graveyard. Now I'm going to go back in and disable all that food. Oops. To save on the bonuses. And then while I'm out here, I'll check out this ruin and harvest some diamonds.
You hear a scream of a child in the village. Everyone gathers at his house and they see the child's mother standing by him. Only his mother has been dead for weeks. As she turns her head, you see her face is pale and gaunt, her eyes empty and yet fixated on the child. When she opens her mouth, as if to speak, only a loud shriek comes out, revealing 2 sets of sharp teeth in her now unnaturally wide mouth.
Since I have folklore and magic and whatnot in the village, I get this additional option, which usually leads to better things than just killing it.
You observe the creature and spot there are now several of them in your village. They seem to be looking for their loved ones, and once found, they fixate on them. One child has already been killed.
That's unfortunate. Use a child as bait to create a trap. I've not seen this one. I'm tempted to do it, I just don't want to lose another child. Well, let's find out what happens.
You successfully lure the streakers into your trap, but alas, you realize they've killed the children that were bait.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a 2-skull fight now. They have spears. So do I. Let's see, level 7, so I don't think I have a counter offense for that. I do not. My counter tactics. Oh wait, there was either 2 strigas and 2 rats or 1 striga and 3 rats. So there's a chance. It worked. So it was 2 and 2. Cool. Alright, we're gonna poke this guy and then send out the rest of our people. And that's good enough. We won't wound anything.
You defeat the streakers, cut off their heads and burn their bodies, then scatter the ashes in a river. That should do it.
Don't need any of the gear. The dragon bones will be nice. I can make more of those awesome shields. And we leveled up. What do we got? Some health is always appreciated. Got 1 magic for Bedamir. Gonna need a lot more magic though. Expedition 1, lots of health, a little bit of strength, that's cool. That's a good level. And home, lots of health, lots of strength, awesome. And our medic finally gained some strength, perfect. See, they're gathering. We need to come to the diamond.
As you explore the land, a long shadow covers the sun
Damn
for
it.
a moment. When you try to take a closer look, it is already gone, but you could swear it was a very large person walking away. You are about to turn away when you notice that the strange apparition left behind a thread of black smoke.
So, 4 skull physical challenge. Again, we're lucky that this is our warrior expedition. So we should manage. I'm going to start with our best attacker. Of course, they had a spear. So right now the range is 7 to 11 for levels. I am going to start counter offensing because I would rather not have very many of them to deal with. Or confused isn't going to help, so counter offense. There, we only have 3 active ones to worry about on the first turn. And I can confuse the last one at least. Counter tactic 5 is not going to help. So now it's just down to combat. He's going to do 9, that takes her down to 8. This one kills her. It's unfortunate, he'll be confused. So we need 23 to kill this guy, which would be him and him. 19 to kill that one. Which there. Then we will confuse that last one. You don't really have anything to do. Would getting closer help? You do 25 damage. Assuming these two hit you, it's 19, so you'll survive. Yeah, let's get closer. Oh, that was unfortunate. So because our characters attacked in the wrong direction several times, we lost a few. But in a physical challenge, you don't gain wounds as long as you succeed in the end. So they're still gonna have that spear, which I hate. We'll send him out first. Yeah. Good call. Alright, let's get rid of half of their offensive cards. So together they're going to do 20 damage. He survives with 1 life. That's enough. We can work with that. 16 to kill this guy. He'll overkill it then. No matter which direction he attacks, he kills one of them. So that's fine. We'll throw out her, then him, and support him. Cool. We got this. Final card, and we're just going to counter it and clean up.
You outrun the strange smoke, and you still feel a chill running down your spines as you move farther away from the danger.
I think this will give a permanent strength boost to somebody.
One of you has never run this hard in their lives, so they feel strengthened by this terrifying experience.
Yep. Alright, continue moving to the diamonds. What are you? A beast. You're not a concern. So let's begin gathering those diamonds. What else do we need? We need 80 total, which is 16. do 12. That's not gonna work. So we'll do you and you. And then Peter will gather Ruby. You need another 50, which is a 10. And then 80 for that. Perfect. That worked out nicely. And then we'll just throw these guys around so we don't get that warning that somebody's inactive. So we have plenty of food. I just have disabled some of it, so they're not a concern. So these guys will be done first.
The sun is particularly strong today, and without any cover, your party is feeling the effects. After all, people are not used to this much sunshine anymore.
So this is our gathering party. Physical challenge is going to be a little tougher for them, but we should still manage. Okay, she is not going to kill this guy, unfortunately. So my first priority is eliminating these two offensive cards. His counter tactic is nice too, so we'll save that one. Counter offense. Counter offense. And now I can counter tic-tac these two. So only have 3 to deal with. They're going to do 19, 22, 25 damage total. If they both attack Vajmir, he's dead, but whatever. I'm going to send out this warrior first. He'll kill that one. So now we have a chance of them either splitting the damage, both attacking Vajmir and killing him, or both attacking Macewin and only wounding him, which would be the best of all options. And we'll send out everyone else, and this should be an easy fight. There, they both attacked Macewin. It's the best outcome we could have hoped for. Let's see, send out the orc. They had piercing. It's unfortunate, but okay. Counter tic-tac. Yay. Then we can confuse one. This one will still do 10 damage, but he survives. He does 18, which kills either one. She kills the other, and then these guys clean up the one that's in the discard pile, and we're done.
The sun burns your skin, you feel weakened, and you dream of the night sky for the first time. But you have made it into a shaded area, and you begin to recover. And better yet, your strongest people feel a surge of stamina upon them. The air around you grows stale, and a black cat crosses your path. Black cats are known associates of witches, or worse. But then again, several well-meaning spirits take such form, so this could go either way, really. You continue your journey in hopes it was just a cat. As soon as you cross the line where the cat has run, you feel a blessing upon your group. The cat must have been a Dolna, a friendly guardian demon.
I feel like the music might be slightly overpowering the narrator. If that's the case, let me know and I can adjust it. Okay, and now we have all of the end game resources researched. So we can start concentrating on the rest of our gear.
The night was restless, filled with uneasy dreams and strange sounds rummaging through the village. As the sun finally rose, you began your day's chores, and all seemed fine, but alas, it was not so. Within hours, you discover dead animals lying by the village well, and soon after, people begin feeling sick. Your well has been poisoned.
Okay, this is unfortunate, but there's a way to cheese this event. Alright, thanks Coach Hisek. I'll adjust it slightly. And have a good night, man.
Without water, your people will not survive long, not while they are ailing, but you also need to clean your well to restore order. One of your rangers marks 2 spots on the map. One location with the right herbs to help the poisoned, but they are just herbs, so may not help everyone in time. Or the second location where you can find a water spirit. The spirit has the power to cleanse your well and heal your people. But remember, spirits are fickle creatures and could trick you. They are both far, so you will likely only get to one in time.
So option 1, find the herbs. That just gives you some herbs. Same thing that you have and you can find on the map. Finding the spirit is kind of a coin flip whether they help you or not. I like doing it because you have a chance of getting other bonuses from it. But I don't actually complete the objective to heal my people of poison. There's a far easier way of doing that. And that is to put them into an expedition and send them to the herbalist hut and have her cure the poison. It's a simple 2-skull challenge, very easy. She just requires 30 food and 5 wood, I believe. But it heals you of the poison, and there's no longer any concerns. So that's the route I usually like to take. Let's see who all was poisoned. Okay, so the other thing is, if it's during the day, the thing I've noticed is monsters don't really actively attack you as long as it's daytime. As soon as dusk arrives, it's fair game. So I feel comfortable emptying out my village and sending all of them to the herbalist so that I have the best chance of succeeding. So we need some wood and food. And thankfully they can make it there in one turn and then back on the next.
You find the solitary hut of the herbalist. It is a small wooden abode with a straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks out from the house to greet you.
Welcome, travellers. What brings you to my home? Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity. If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favour. Beware, for healing wounds I require food and wood as payment, as well as a favour. But I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods. Poisons are cheaper, I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of a poison or wounds?
Okay, I had it wrong. The poison is pretty much free. You just have to do the 2-skull challenge, which makes it a lot easier.
You know what? I need someone to dig in my garden. It isn't an easy task. I have some damned lie-ho living there, making my soil hard as stone. But you look sturdy, so if you do it, I will give you the cure. Deal?
Deal. I was going to auto-resolve.
Well done. You did your part, so I will do mine. Here, take this. Drink it whole and try not to gag. Now, time for me to get back to work. Come back if you ever need help again.
And now we're no longer poisoned. Just like that. So the danger of doing this, though, with nobody in your village, even if like a single malicious spider, the weakest thing in the game, comes up and taps your village, game over instantly. but it's daytime, they're not very aggressive during day, and I didn't see anything near me, so I'm confident that I can make it back next turn without that happening. Let's check our other expeditions. Still good. Alright, let's get back home. Now I gotta put them all back to work. Starting with the crafting. And then the rest doesn't matter. Cool. Okay, what do I want to research next? Maybe. I don't remember if one of these was useful or not. I think it was the meeting hall and something else. Barracks I do want. And that unlocks the archery range, which is not necessary. But I do want the barracks at least. And I think I want that before I start researching the jewelry. So that'll be our next objective. What do we got? 5 food, 9 days of wood. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix the audio. Music down just a smidge. Okay, there's our one research point. Time to get that barracks. Yeah, that unlocked archery range. I don't really need that, but the barracks will be nice in helping to defend our village because it ups everyone's damage output. Barracks. Alright, the catalyst doesn't matter for buildings. And then, let's see, if I went gold. Gold! 3 bonus with attract dwarf. Don't really care about the attract dwarf. I could also do mithril, which is a 5 bonus now. 6 with attract human. Just 6. Five and attract goblin. 4 with more attract goblin. Don't really care about that. I could do granite and mithril. That's still 5. What about granite and ancient wood? 5. Moonstone? 5. Double moonstone? 6 with a lot of attract human. That's an option. I think that's going to be the best one we have right now. So, it's plus 6 damage for everyone. And with, what is it, 8 people in the village? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 people. 6 each. That's 48 extra damage in combat. So that's super nice. We will put our best crafter to work. And then that gives us 56 research on its own, which is damn near another level. Beautiful. Alright, it's time to enable some more food on these guys. We have tons of fish, tons of nuts. Which gives us more than enough food to outlast our supplies, so that's good. 6 days left on these guys. We got our people back just in time. On living corpses and skeletons. Shouldn't be a problem. That's quite a bit of life right there, guy. You are going to do 14 poke. And then on the first turn, do another 28. So that would be 42. He's going to be wounded. 62, 66 damage. So that's more than enough to kill this guy. And then the big hammer. He kills the skeleton, which is only 17 of his 55, which means he has 38 left to carry over to this guy. So he will only have 13 remaining, and I can poke him to do that 13, and then we will send out our next warrior. Oh, and they buffed him. Damn it. In that case, I am going to confuse him just to be safe. Send out our snake, and then just buff up the snake. Don't need any of this gear. Okay, 5 days remaining. Still some malicious spiders. It's an auto resolve. Don't need the armor. More undead. I wish I could auto resolve, but it always results in wounds because the AI, for some reason, cannot handle the undead. Send out the big hammer. They're probably all level 2, so I'm just gonna counter tic tac that last one and then poke this guy for the hell of it. So our hammer kills both of those. The spear kills that, or kills this one when it comes out, and the hammer cleans up. So we're good. That's that for us. Don't need these shields.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch. The corpse is literally stomped into the ground.
Search.
You search the corpse and find some of its belongings still intact. Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
It's a pretty good two-handed sword, but we already have better. This usually leads to like a 5-skull fight against giants. I don't think I'm ready for it yet, so I'm just gonna run. Some more unliving corpses. They're not really a concern. Boar Rider. He should be easy. Child's play, one might say. Oh, you had a spear, you bastard. You're confused. And let's get rid of one of the tactic cards. So he will at least heal 4 of that, so he shouldn't take any wounds at all. Let's see. I am going to poke this guy to death and then send out the rest for cleanup. Don't need the spear. Crazed bees. I'm just gonna auto resolve. Don't need that. And some more undead. Our big hammer's in the tactical hand. That's a little saddening, but we'll make do. So, in case they have a spear on one of the skeletons, I'm gonna send out my shield first. Which looks like they do not. She's only going to do 23 damage. It's not enough to kill this guy. So I could first action somebody later on to help. Yeah, because my confuse isn't going to be enough. Counter offense isn't enough to deal with anything on here. So it's going to have to be the first action. And I think I'll do it to the hammer. In the meantime, get some poke action going on. Then our big warrior. And then our hammer. And we're going to support that hammer to give it as much carryover damage as we can, and then first action it. Okay, that was unfortunate, but should still only be a few wounds. 8, that's a little more than a few. Don't need any of this gear. So yeah, 8 wounds. It's only a third of his life though, so he'll be fine. He'll heal up like 6 a turn or something, but being in a camp with a medic. Guess that's something we can test right now. So he has 8 wounds. We skip a turn. Of course we gotta fight. Okay. I could spear you for 14. It's not gonna kill you though. So instead, oh, to hell with it. I can just first action somebody. So we'll send out a hammer and first action it. We'll counter tic tac. So this hammer is gonna do 48 damage. This one takes 18. This one takes 30 for a total of 48 damage. What are the odds of that happening? And we'll call that good. Don't need that. Button still has its uses. So first up, we will equip said. Oh, never mind, this is Expedition 2, which is good. We wanted to check that. So yeah, he healed 6 of his 8 wounds by being camped with no medic, with a sage. Oh well, still, being camped, he healed 6. And next turn he'll be fully healed. Now, Expedition 1, that button. That button is burning a hole in my pocket. Who's gonna get it? 47 armor. 39, but she needs that belt. So I'm gonna give it to Joramira. Okay, we got 2 turns left. Still constructing that barracks. Crazed Bees is an auto resolve. This ring is a good quality one, so I can replace one of my others with it. That's Expedition 2. Keep messing up like that. 1 armor, 1 sturdiness. So yeah, this is a major improvement there. Oh, she needed another one. Okay, my bad. Level ups. Gathering is always nice. Health is always preferred. Awesome. Expedition 1. Lots of health. I love seeing that. And the rest is situational. More health is always beautiful. The rest is situational. Not bad. Alright, it's time for Expedition 2 to come home. We got another boar rider. We gotta be careful that one of them isn't a spear wielder again. She would do 14, not enough to kill. I'm just gonna confuse this one and send out our most shielded guy just in case there's still a spear in there. We got hammer damage. So Either direction he attacks, he kills somebody. But let's just guarantee that no attacks get off on the first turn. Send out the big hammer. They had no spears this time. Good. So this hammer is going to kill either both of these or both of these. He kills one of them. The hammer finishes it off, and then just a little bit of overkill for the hell of it. Don't need any of the gear. That sword looks cool. It's very crap, but looks cool. And the undead are attacking the village. Should be fine. Yeah, 68 damage. Woo, she is getting up there. You know, yeah, we're gonna poke you to death. Oh, you had 1 life left. That was bad. There, pokey pokey. She kills him. It's a joke. Send out the hammer. Let's go ahead and counter off. Ooh, they're higher than level 2. Interesting. Oh well. Just in case, we will shield this guy up the wazoo. Don't need any of this gear. Expedition 2 can come home. Drop off the mithril. 100, nice. All the miscellaneous crap. They need more wood. More food. Let's see, there's 8 of them again. It's 240. What are we hurting on in the village? It's a nice chunk of mithril. Our main group is collecting diamond as we speak. I guess I could use more of that. And that's about it. So, wait a minute. We need more moonstone now that I think about it. Moonstone it is, which is down here.
You fall through the ground into a dark and stale tunnel. The fall was rough, but it is possible to make your way back up.
This is my gathering group. They're not very skilled at a lot of things, so I'm just going to skip this event by doing the physical challenge.
You managed to make your way up again, and you've even found some useful minerals while doing it.
Okay. Sadly, I need to call it a night here. One of my friends just texted me and they need a ride because their car broke down. So, life happens, but always take care of your friends and families. They're all you got sometimes. So, thanks for coming out and checking out Thea the Awakening. This is Demordred, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.